Hey everyone, thanks for tuning back in. Just finished my first ever clinical skills sessions and just driving to play some ball at my old high school. Just as a quick side note, you have to find things that you love and enjoy and you'll just do for the pure fun. That's really going to help rejuvenate your soul and kind of refresh you during the grind, the pre-med grind, or while you're in med school where it's super busy, you're studying, you're just kind of stretched thin and you're trying to take all this information, and it can be quite a stressful and kind of a period of growth. And just like the caterpillar to the butterfly, it can and will be uncomfortable and should be uncomfortable, but at the end result you'll be a beautiful butterfly, and that's all that matters. But man, clinical sessions was super cool. We finally got to use our stethoscopes. I've taken out the box a couple times, kind of listened to my heartbeat, which is just an amazing experience. Like, the heart is such just a breathtaking miracle. It beats over 100,000 times per day, and if you took all of the vasculature, networks of vasculature in your body, you could stretch around the earth 2 times. That's mind-boggling. It's crazy. But it was really cool to actually take the stethoscope and practice on your peers, just actually do what real doctors do, and take the heart rate, take the respiratory rate, do blood pressure, talk about different vital signs. And you might think, oh, that's kind of lame, it's just blood pressure, like you're not doing anything really clinical. But we're still really early, so we don't have the skills yet. But a really important lesson I learned from my favorite professors at Boston University, and he's now a professor at MIT, so obviously he knows what he's doing. He's a MacArthur Arthur genius, and he's won that Genius Award, and he's a ridiculously successful scientist and person, and just an amazing person. And he's created his own field called synthetic biology. But he said something so profound, and it's stuck with me to this day. And he said it specifically for engineering, but it applies to any field. And he said the great engineers are those that master the fundamentals. Excuse me, just a bit excited to hear it. And that's true in any field, and it's specifically true in like medicine. Medicine is extremely complicated, but there's core fundamental skills you have to master. And if you have not mastered those skills, you're gonna greatly limit your ability to be the best clinician you can be. And one of those really important skills is vital signs. So I know it might seem, oh, it's kind of lame, there's no point getting excited over that, like doing blood pressure, like blah. But it is a minute more. It's a huge step forward, because you've been given the opportunity to learn a very important skill, but now it's time to master it. I think that's a big difference. From an undergrad degree, it's good enough just to kind of know it enough to get an A on an exam. But as you move into a professional career where you're trying to be the best you can, you have to move from competency to mastery. It's not good enough just to know how to take blood pressure. You have to master it. It has to be automatic. It has to go from unconscious incompetence to conscious competence to, unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, to conscious competence, which is where most of us stop. We have to transition from conscious competence to unconscious competence. So it becomes automatic. We take the blood pressure, it's easy peasy, right? And once we get into that, that's going to allow us to fully express all the skills we're going to learn, the diagnostic skills, etc., in the next 4 years. But if we haven't mastered the blood pressure, then we're in big trouble, because what that means is that when we're taking the blood pressure, sorry I had to drop the camera, some cop scanning to catch some people speeding, ridiculous. But sorry, I got a bit distracted. But yeah, you have to master those core fundamental skills, right? If you go into a clinician, you're fumbling and it's embarrassing, you're putting the cuff on and off, then it's going to greatly decrease the satisfaction the patient has in the interaction, and you're not going to be able to focus on what's important, which is the analysis of the results. If you're so focused on taking the results, then it's going to greatly impair your ability to actually make the correct diagnosis and fully interpret the situation correctly. All right, so in conclusion, you must master the fundamentals. There's this myth of greatness that some people are born with. It's absolutely false. It's the mastery of fundamentals. Competency is not enough. You must achieve mastery. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and make sure to share with your friends and subscribe to continue following my journey through medical school. Thank you.